The Vedas talk about heaven, not karma. Yoga is a creed and a religion, as man unites with God. Yoga is a pantheistic religion.
I have always described yoga as a ladder to the divine.
The whole technology of yoga is just about this, transforming yourself from being just a piece of creation to the creator himself.
While what happened to them is nothing more than hallucinations as a result of the imbalance of perineums, due to not eating and sitting in complete silence. Chakras are a big idea in the pantheistic religions. Sadhguru has a particular hostility towards Islam.
My fundamental work is to destroy all heavens.
Sadhguru is a pseudoscience machine. Sadhguru is an atheism spreading machine. Sadhguru is an exploitation machine with naive people to make money. The relationship of a man and a woman is a relationship of life. It is Sadhguru who is officially accused of killing his wife, who is saying these words. Assalamu alaikum. Atheist Sadhguru is one of the most famous promoters of pseudoscience, a pseudoscience promotion machine. Today we are going to expose 10 scandals of Sadhguru. Let's see what this Hindu sage says.
You must understand, this is a godless culture. In this culture, we always told you your life is your karma. Yes or no? You've forgotten? In this culture, we always told you your life is your karma. This means your life is your making. Your life is entirely your karma. You are tall, you are short, you are capable, you are incapable, you can do something, you cannot do something. We say, your karma. We've been telling you forever, your life is entirely your making.
The Hindu culture promoted by Sadhguru is a godless culture.
You must understand, this is a godless culture.
An atheistic culture. Sadhguru doesn't believe in a God distinct from his creation, but at the same time he believes in the principle of punishment and reward in what is known as karma. This is why Hindu theism is called spiritual atheism. According to karma, human beings are born as a result of their previous actions. He who is corrupt is born into a lower class than the class in which he was in his previous life, and his new lifetime will abound with greater calamities. This Hindu conception promoted by Sadhguru corrupts his life entirely, as he decided that afflictions in people's life are a natural punishment for a crime they committed in a previous life. This is a kind of reconciliation to backwardness, injustice, and caste system. But the biggest problem here is, where is the karma doctrine in the Vedas that Hindus believe in and the Sadhguru believes in? The Vedas state that there is a heaven and a hell that God rewards or punishes people with according to their deeds, and there is no karma. Let's see what did the Vedas say. Make me immortal in that realm where they move evil as they list, in the third sphere of inmost heaven, where lucid worlds are full of light. Make me immortal in that realm of eager wish and strong desire, the region of radiant moon, where food and full delight are found. The Vedas talk about heaven, not karma. The Vedas also say that the sinners will be from the people of the hell, not that they will be born into a lower class. May he with sharpened teeth, the bounteous giver Agni means the fire, consume with flame most fiercely, glowing. So the Vedas speak of a faith that is completely different from what the Hindus are upon today. Hindus left the Vedas and followed mysterious paganism, which led them to spiritual atheism and led them to believe in karma. Karma corrupted Hinduism from within, as Hindu society turned into a caste system. For the corrupt person will be born into a lower class than he was in his previous life. Therefore, the afflicted deserve their suffering. This is a complete consolidation of the caste system and a complete consolidation of tyranny in the face of the poor and the afflicted. Also, karma goes against the innate human disposition, fitra. For the innate human disposition derives toward sympathy for the weak, the sick, and the needy, and urges a sense of duty toward them. So the philosophy of karma is a human invention. The creed of all the prophets was, believe in the last time, heaven and hell, and that people are born innocent, without sin. This is the creed that agrees with and reconciliates with the innate human disposition, fitra, and opposes to oppression in the caste system. The religion of the prophets seeks to elevate man religiously and calls for making people equal. Allah says in the Quran, O humanity, indeed we created you from a male and a female and made you into peoples and tribes so that you may get to know one another. Surely the most noble of you in the sight of Allah is the most righteous among you. Allah is truly all-knowing, all-aware. Caste has no value or weight. Also, the Prophet Muhammad said, O people, your Lord is one, and your father Adam is one. There is no virtue of an Arab over a foreigner, nor a foreigner over an Arab, and neither white over black, nor black over white, except by righteousness, which is closer to the truth and the innate human disposition, the religion of the prophets or karma. Carry on.
The thing is, the creation is made in such a way that creation and creator cannot be separated. Here you are a piece of creation. At the same time, the source of creation is throbbing within you.
Promoting the absurd idea of pantheism. This goes against the simplex axioms of the Vedas, science and reason. If God is everything, and everything is God, then what is the meaning of performing rituals to reach a union with God in Hinduism, which is called the moksha? How do you reach something that is incarnated in you? You are it, and it is you. Also, sins, according to the doctrine of pantheism, are gods. Because God is everything, and everything is God. God, according to pantheism, is adultery. God is murder. So why get rid of sins then? Everyone is keen to do good, and everyone knows that this is a duty. This keenness to do good is a response to the call of the pure innate disposition. So the innate disposition proves the wrongness of pantheism. Also, believing pantheism doesn't answer the question, where did the world come from? Assuming that creation is God is rational invalid. For how something be the cause for its own existence if it has yet come to exist? It is also scientifically proven that the universe, with everything in it, had a beginning. That is, the universe, with all its energy, matter, space and time, came into being. If pantheism were true, then it would require the universe to be eternal. Therefore, science proves that pantheism is wrong. It is just a pseudoscience. Oddly enough, the Vedas state that the world is created and had a beginning, and that God is distinct from his creation and is incarnated in his creation. The Rig Veda says, the heaven and earth contain thee not together, and also says, ordainer of the days and nights, Lord over all who close the eye. Therefore, the Vedas prove that pantheism is false, and Quran affirms the same clear truth. Allah revealed the Prophet Muhammad ﷺ more than 1,400 years ago that Allah is distinct from his creation and is incarnated in his creatures, and all the creatures are created at the beginning. Allah says, it is Allah who has created the heavens and the earth and everything in between in 6 days, then established himself on the throne. The creed of all the prophets is that Allah is one and only God, is distinct from his creation and is incarnated in them.
Now yoga means not just about twisting your body, not about standing on your head, not about holding your breath. All these things a circus artist can do better than most yogis. Really? Yes or no? You don't think so? A circus artist can do far better than most yogis in terms of twisting the body, doing this, doing that, holding different positions. That is not the purpose of yoga. Unfortunately, if you utter the word yoga, people think you have to be in some impossible posture. Yoga is not about postures. It is just a minuscule aspect of yoga. Yoga means, in your experience, everything has become one. The word yog means union.
Yoga means union, as the yogi unites with God. In Sadhguru's mind, yoga is everything, because it is everything.
If you can experience the whole existence as yourself, then you're in yoga. So there is no question not related to yoga.
Yoga answers everything.
I've always described yoga as a ladder to the divine. The whole technology of yoga is just about this, transforming yourself from being just a piece of creation to the creator himself. This is not in search of God. This is in search of becoming a God. This is not in search of divine. This is in search of becoming divine.
Yoga is a creed and a religion, as man unites with God. Yoga is a pantheistic religion. Yoga is a religious practice, not a sport, as the deluded imagine. There is no relationship between yoga and sports. Medically, getting used to yoga leads to confusion, a loss of sense of place and time. This weakens memory and increases the risk of Alzheimer's.
Meditation is a phenomenal empowerment that you can do whatever is needed in the world.
Meditation for Hindus is kind of stillness, emptying the mind of thoughts and silence in it. Silence your mind during yoga. These strange static meditation poses which appeared in the post-Vedic era affected the thinking of practitioners, whereby they began to have hallucinations and fantasies, and demons began to tamper with their minds. Some of them think they have acquired knowledge, while what happened to them is nothing more than hallucinations as a result of the imbalance of perineums, due to not eating and sitting in complete silence. Meditation with extreme hunger and low blood glucose levels all lead to hallucinations and a delusional hallucinogenic euphoria. Psychiatrist Donovan Rockcliffe has confirmed The thoughts that arise as a result of these practices are indifferent from delusional disorders caused by hallucinations. Sadhguru is promoting hallucinations. Carry on, O pseudoscience merchant.
What is unseen for a large segment of humanity became a normal part of his vision. That's what third eye means. So people say when Shiva opened his third eye, the fiery process, fire came out of it.
Sadhguru teaches people stupid pagan superstitions, the third eye.
And then from every pore of his body, instead of sweat and blood coming, ash came out.
Instead of sweat and blood, ash came out. Pseudoscience merchant.
Namaskar, Sadhguru. I wanted to know how does the Guru transfer the yogic knowledge or information by means of transmission? The mechanics of it? The mechanics of that. How is it done?
Like a cordless microphone, you know. See, without being wired, you're able to transmit. You're quite capable. It's happening, isn't it? So how? See, of the 114 chakras that are there in the body.
The Guru can pass on knowledge to his disciples through the chakras. We are in 2022, and there are still people who believe that the human body contains chakras. Chakras are a pagan idea in the pantheistic religions, wherein cosmic energy enters the body through the chakras. Cosmic energy, which is one of the foundations of Hinduism and the basis of the philosophy of chakras, Reiki, and yoga, is just a pseudoscience. The idea of chakras and the idea of cosmic energy and all of these bogus ideas sprang to the yogi due to hallucinations.
That in our consciousness, instead of referring to soil and land as resource, we must refer to it as our source.
Sadhguru's Soil campaign doesn't stem from fear for the soil, as you imagine, but from the doctrine of pantheism, where God is incarnated in soil and earth. It is the same as Gaianism, the ancient pagan belief, which is based on the sanctification of the earth. Gaianism is based on the belief that the earth is a super living organism, made up of small living organisms.
Today all of you know that nearly 60% of your body itself is microbial life. Only 40% is your parental genetics.
This person didn't read a single biology paper. Otherwise, he wouldn't have said this nonsense. There is no such a thing in medicine as that. 60% of the body is microbial life, and 40% is parental genetics. This is sheer nonsense. And each cell contains the genetic code, which encodes proteins. There is no so-called microbial life in the human body, except in the large intestine. Try to learn before you tell people all of this nonsense.
Or maybe you're planning to go to heaven. Hello? Anybody who talks about a place other than this place as a better place than this is a crime against humanity. My fundamental work is to destroy all heavens so that people will learn to live well here.
My fundamental work is to destroy all heavens. This atheist aims to fight religions, nothing more. He is an atheist and he's fighting religion.
I do not identify with any particular religion.
Sadhguru has a particular hostility towards Islam.
Islamic invasions, they've done terrible things to us. But we don't have to forget it, we should not forget it.
Because also they stayed and became us, Sadhguru.
Huh?
They stayed and became us. There were some invaders who came and looted and left. But for many of the people, such as the emperor who built the Taj Mahal, they are us. They are part of our soil, assimilated into our culture.
Say, I want you to know, if there was no World War II, British also would have stayed. So that doesn't mean that happened because of their love for you.
No, but Sadhguru, they sent everything from here back to England. Whereas these people, even whatever they looted, they spent here. There is a difference.
That is because it's another time when there were no ships.
Technical problem, isn't it? There were ships.
Transportation issues.
Sadhguru is an anti-Islam fanatic who incites hatred. That is why the Hindu fanatics promote him to make him famous in the world. He is just a hateful fanatic, delivering incendiary anti-Islam rhetoric, and therefore there are people with hidden agendas who use him to increase Islamophobia in the West.
He's capable of connecting in many different ways, not just of body. Now, this is not a relationship of body. This is not a relationship of blood. This is a relationship of light.
The relationship of a man and a woman is a relationship of light. It is Sadhguru who is officially accused of killing his wife, who is saying these words. Sadhguru's wife was killed after deep yoga practices. The wife's parents insist that Sadhguru is the killer. The relationship between a man and a woman is the relationship of light.
What's unhealthy about money? Money is just a means, isn't it? Man is not obsessed with money. Man is obsessed with what money can buy, isn't it?
Sadhguru is telling us about the problem of obsession with money, and he earns $3 to $4 million annually for teaching people stupid yoga poses. People are obsessed with money, while Sadhguru is not. Sadhguru is a pseudoscience machine. Sadhguru is an atheism spreading machine. Sadhguru is an exploitation machine with naive people to make money. In the end, I recommend to you the book Hinduism in the balance of its original teachings, reason, and sound natural disposition. The link to the Arabic version and the English version of the book is in the video description and in the first comment. The book exposes many of Sadhguru's superstitions. I also recommend to you the book Spiritual Atheism, which provides criticism of the superstitions of yoga, Reiki therapy, color therapy, pendulum therapy, therapeutic energy bracelets, and other delusions filled with polytheism. Some have imported these superstitions and rubbish to Muslim countries. So they spread yoga under the name of inner peace and psychological calmness. And they spread Hinduism under the name of meditation. All these superstitions are full of delusions and amulets. The download link of the book, Spiritual Atheism, the Arabic version, and the English version is the third in the video description. Finally, don't forget to share this video among those affected with the superstitions of Sadhguru. See you soon, inshallah. Wassalamu alaikum.
ويعبدون من دون الله ما لا يضرهم ولا ينفعهم ويقولون هؤلاء شفعاؤنا عند الله قل أتنبئون الله بما لا يعلم في السماوات ولا في الأرض سبحانه وتعالى عما يشركون